Hi guys, welcome to my channel or welcome back. This video is so different from all of my other videos, but as I've mentioned since the beginning of starting this channel, it is just a lifestyle channel and life changes. And so I'm really excited to bring you guys along for this journey that I have been doing since last October. This method is called cash stuffing. This has helped my husband and I and our family immensely. Everybody's relationship with money is so different, and we have found that our relationship with money needs to be physical and like being able to actually touch it and see it, I guess in a sense to make it feel real. So we have decided to do the cash stuffing method. A lot of people know about this method from Dave Ramsey. I was one of those people probably about 6 years ago where for Christmas, our family gave us the Dave Ramsey, I believe it was called Financial Freedom or something like that, like, you know, the book and the cash stuffing, you know, book itself too. And it wasn't exciting. So kind of put that on a shelf somewhere, never touched it again. But here I am back at something that I wish we would have done all those years back. And it has helped us actually close, well, I say close, don't ever close a credit card, but we have completely erased several balances on quite a few credit cards because of the system, and even just in a short 4-month time. This cash stuffing method on YouTube has a huge community. All of the women that I have watched are absolutely phenomenal. I hope to get to know some of them, you know, in the next coming year. But this is all about our journey, and what I have for you guys today isn't necessarily everything. I've just picked up on things here and there on what makes sense for us and our budget. And so as I go along through it, I will go ahead and try to explain the best that I can for you, because our method isn't the same as everybody else's. The biggest thing that I think a lot of people notice is that we do not pull out funds that are automatically drafted. So you're not going to see us pull money for rent, internet, phone, insurance, things like that. We don't cash stuff for. We leave it in the bank because it's automatically drafted. What you will see us cash stuff for is high priority, low priority, a fun like travel binder. And then I also have kind of a makeshift wallet for my envelopes right now, as well as a savings challenge binder, which I haven't gotten to really dive into that quite yet because we've been so focused on cutting down our debt. So if this is something that you're interested in watching, just keep on watching and let's jump right into it. I'm going to go ahead and jump into what I call my high priority binder. This binder is all of the categories that we grab for the most every single month. And those are things like groceries, gas, clothing, kids, things like that. So we'll go ahead and dive in. This beautiful binder I did get from the Aesthetic Dollar. She has such cute stuff on her website. I wanted to say Etsy, but she's not on Etsy. She has a physical website, and she is one of those that, you know you want something, you have to jump on immediately for her launch. Like, if you know you want it, you just better go get it that day that she's gonna launch. Sorry that there are shadows in here. One thing that I definitely do not have is a ring light. So maybe that'll be something that I cash stuff for to save up for. But for now, we are using natural light. And my whole family's home. So if we hear some crazy sounds, we're just gonna roll with it. But so first, off to the side, just so you know like what I'm doing, I do have our budget for this cash stuffing method on my iPad. So maybe in a future video, I'll show you guys how I cash plan. Today's video, we're going to be cash stuffing $1,500. This $1,500 is going to be coming from my husband's paycheck and mine. I am a self-employed business owner, so I try to pay myself on the 1st and the 15th of every month. That obviously changes because my particular job is not something that has a for sure like set in stone amount that I will get to pay myself every month. It is always fluctuating. My husband's, on the other hand, is pretty consistent. So, and he gets paid bi-weekly. So we are cash stuffing $1,500 today, and we're gonna start off with this high priority binder. So let's go ahead and jump into it. It looks like groceries we have allotted for $400. We are a family of 4, and we have found a really good way to make our groceries last for us. So for some, a family of 4 and $400 does not seem a lot, but it does look like we have some rollover. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 400, and we'll add that to here. So with the rollover, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 420, 430, 435, 440, 445, 46, 447. So $447. Groceries will always roll over because we are on such a tight budget, so it's just gonna stay the same. Households is not getting anything this month, but for the sake of counting, we have 20, these are crispy, 25, geez, 30, 31, 32. So $32 in households. Me and my husband have actually contemplated getting rid of this envelope just because we feel like when we go grocery shopping, we're gonna pick up our household things. It's one less thing for us to do, and we don't go crazy on the household. So we're thinking we're going to actually combine these binders very soon. Clothing is going to be getting $100. I have 2 children, a 7-year-old, well, he's almost 7, and then a 4-year-old. So now we have 1, 2, 250. If you have kids, you know that these kids grow so fast. They're both boys, so they literally destroy their shoes in 2 months. I don't know what it is, boy life. So we have 250 in there. Family fun. Family fun is going to be getting $20. So family fun now has 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. $36. Family fun is just for all those things like here in Texas, we have a place called Cheeky Monkeys. So every time I go, it is about $14+ to take them, and they get to play for like a whole hour. So things like that, or if we go out and they want an ice cream at a restaurant or something, we'll usually pull from this. Kids is slightly different. So I actually took this from Emily from the Aesthetic Dollar. I absolutely love it. I get stuck in the habit of always telling my kids no. Oh, we've got some change in here. Just because we are on a tight budget. And so well, that's not gonna come out, is it? Let's see. Since we are such on a tight budget, we tend to just tell our kids no when we're at the grocery store, when they ask for things. And I want to kind of get out of that. Like if I have the money and I've allotted for it in kids, I would love to be able to say, yes, you can get a pack of gum, or you can get that slushie, or whatever. So this has really made it easier to be able to tell my kids yes more often. So kids is also going to get $20. So kids now has 20, 40, 41, 42, 43, oops, okay. There we go. 20, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48. So since last month was December, we have more in here than we usually would. When it's December, I don't know about y'all, but we do not buy a lot because we are about to have Christmas and we have saved up so well for that, and the kids are gonna have an amazing Christmas, so we tend to not pull from this at all, just to instill like humbleness and, you know, the reason for the season. And so yeah, that's fuller than it usually is. Eating out is going to be getting 40. So eating out now has 20, 40, 61. $61. If you do New Year's resolutions, one of ours would probably be just not eating out as much. So I'm looking forward to seeing how full this gets and really utilizing trying to just cook at home and make the sandwiches and make the ramen. We really are still in that phase right now. So of course, salads and protein, but like I want to see how beefy this envelope can get because we're trying to not eat out as often. Mama Juice. So I am going to be stuffing this month. Mama Juice is alcohol, coffee, special drinks. Yes, it says mama, but my husband pulls from it too. I just remember like this meme all those years ago where it was like, it's Mama Juice, and I just thought it was so funny. So Mama Juice, but it's Daddy Juice too. So now I have 20 and 40. Okay. In Beauty, I am not stuffing Beauty this month. I've got 20, 21, 22, 23. Beauty is kind of one that like rolls into other envelopes too. So I'm really trying to figure out how this envelope can work for us. So not stuffing it this month. Nails is going to get 100, and I'm going to do 5 20s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1. So this is one thing that I do for myself every month, and I only have to see her every 5 weeks. So just to have something that makes me happy, my husband is fine with it, even on our tight budget. I will go and get my nails done by my nail lady. She is amazing and does it out of her home, so it's really nice and personal. For my spending, I did create an envelope for myself and my husband. I have not been spending on myself much, like at all, which is surprising. Well, no, I mean, last month we did not really spend on ourselves at all because we pulled from a Christmas envelope. So I am gonna be stuffing $20, but it looks like I have quite a bit in here. So $20, I have 100, 200, 220, 240, 260, 280, 300. Okay, so I have $300, and I tend to save mine up longer because a lot of the things that I enjoy are more expensive. So I will keep saving it up until I can get the item that is X amount of dollars. Dalton is my husband, and he is also going to be getting $20 like me. So now he has 50, 60, 70. So he must have been spending some of his money. That is up to him. He just, you know, that's what this is for. Grab whatever you want out of this envelope so that we can stay on budget. Date night is going to be getting $50. Last month was our date-iversary. So we've been together for 14 years total. 8 of those married. So we definitely utilized this for our date night. Vehicle maintenance is going to be getting $50. We are almost due for another car's registration and like the inspections. So 50, 100, 105. Okay. This one's labeled football. Our oldest plays actually a lot of different sports. I'm probably going to change this to actually say sports. We don't stick to just football. He's in soccer, basketball, baseball. The kid just loves to play sports, so I just want to keep letting him play until he finds the one that he just wants to focus on. But for the sake of this one, we are going to be putting $50 in. This helps us with, you know, the signing up for snacks for the team or signing up for registration for the season. So football is technically sports, but we'll leave it there for now. Haircuts. So a little bit about me. I actually know how to cut hair, and since I've got 3 boys in my family, I typically cut their hair. But sometimes life gets busy and I like to a lot and go to this really nice barber in town. And so I think I am stuffing this month. I am. So I'm stuffing $60 because for them, it's $30 per kid whenever I do this. So I'm going to be doing a 50 and a 10. And who knows, maybe I still find the time to do their hair this month, and then we just keep saving this up because my husband likes to go too. Back to school is going to be getting $10. I really want to get this super full because our school does these supply packs, and I think it's going to be going live like in April, and that's like the cheapest it'll be, but it's the whole supply pack. And in the past, it's just shown up on the first day of school. So you buy it in the spring, it shows up in the fall, and you don't have to do anything else. So I know that I'm at least gonna need about $60 in here, but now we have $10, $15, and $20. And I've got a little bit of time. And each month I allot different amounts to each category, just depending on what I'm trying to finish. Tax prep. Taxes are coming up, and this isn't the only amount that we have for tax prep, but this is what's in the envelope. So I have $20 in here, and we are not stuffing because we have met our goal, and that is somewhere else. So, okay, so that is it for high priority. And that looks so full. So I might need to do one of those cash condensing videos, but this is the first one, so that's kind of fun. Okay, so next binder is going to be low priority. Still trying to get like the hang of how all this is going to sit on here. Okay, probably move that out a little bit, bend this out a little bit. Okay, I think that'll be fine for now. Okay, so our next envelope is pet care, and it's gonna be getting $60. We're gonna do a 50 and a 10. We have two dogs. We have a Labradoodle and a Yorkie. Our Yorkie's 11 going on 12. She's so old, so she needs a lot of like vet care right now. And then our Labradoodle, so this goes towards haircuts, food, treats, vet bills, all that stuff. But we've been lucky to not have to pay like a ton. So $50, $70, and $80 is what we have in pet care now, which I think we actually need to go get her dog food. So that'll be used here soon. Organizing is gonna be getting $10. So now organizing has 10, 20, and 30. I am a very type A personality, love to organize, makes my heart happy, and everything has a place. And so this, I get to spend on those things and organize the house. Copays is getting $5. So now Copays has 5, 10, 15. Medical is getting $5. Looks empty, but I promise you we have high yield savings accounts that we put this into. Flour, we are not stuffing today. Concert, we are not stuffing. Seasonal decor. Is getting $10. Valentine's is coming up, so we'll see if I'm able to get anything new. Hair is mine. So haircuts is for the boys, hair is mine. I've been very fortunate enough to be able to trade services because of my industry. So she does my hair and I do all of her waxing, eyebrows, and lash services. So I don't stuff for this right now. Costco is not getting anything either, so that wraps up our low priority binder. Okay, so this next binder, those two previous binders were from the Aesthetic Dollar. This binder is from someone that I found through another YouTube video called Ben Rad. It is so cute. It is a faux Louis Vuitton binder, and this is magnetic. Absolutely love it. But what's really sad is that I really want the black one, and it's been out of stock for a long time, but also her shop, I think, closed or something. Like she closed it, and I don't know if she is or when she's going to reopen, so really sad. So sorry guys if you like this. Maybe in a future video I'll be able to let you know that she's back open, because I'm definitely keeping an eye out on that. They're so cute. And I've seen the black one and I really want it, and they're not priced bad at all. Like, I think this one was $25, and other brands and stuff are charging like $40, $45, $55 for a 6-ring binder. And this one's a dupe for Louis Vuitton. So I'm just like, okay, $25, I will buy that. So yeah, this binder, we call it the fun binder. These are things like our 10th anniversary. We'll get into the categories here shortly, but our 10th anniversary is going to be in the year 2025. So we are going to be stuffing $30, and I'm going to have to use 3 tens. So that's okay, because I will do a catch condensing very soon. So for 10th anniversary, we also utilize this online banking called Ally. You're able to have buckets for all the money that you save, so that it's in a bucket for what you've been saving. So when this got really, really full, we moved it to Ally, and it's a high yield savings account. I think currently it's sitting at 4.35%. Definitely look into it. It's free. You don't have to have a certain amount of money in there. You don't have to pay to have the account. It's definitely worth it. So now 10th anniversary in this envelope has 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So $90 in here. Every time I get to 100, I just go ahead and move it over. But I might wait till we can like get it a little bit fuller, maybe around like 500, and move it again. Okay, travel is going to be getting $10. We have family that lives all over the state of Texas, so this helps with gas, food on the way, or any travel things that we tend to do. So 50, 70, 90, 100, 105. And we will be utilizing this in March because we are taking our boys on a cruise. Like, shh, they don't know. But we're going to be taking them on our first family cruise for spring break. So that'll be exciting. Birthday parties. My oldest is going to be having a birthday party in March as well. So we are stuffing $100 in this, just trying to figure out where we're going to do it. So now we have 100, 150, 170, 190, 191, 92, 93, 94. So $194. I would really like to have about 400 in here, because if we tend to do what we did, if we end up doing what we did last year, basically every party place for like 10 kids, like the starting rate is like 300. Places are moving up to 350. It's insane. So I really would love it if he'd just say, let's do it at our house. But we'll see. Gifts is going to be getting $20. I really feel like I messed up my denominations, but as long as, uh-oh. Oh no, whenever I relaminated it, like, sealed it. Okay, so gifts we are going to be stuffing, but I relaminated this envelope and it sealed itself. So I will just do that off camera. It is getting, what is gifts getting? It's getting $20. So I will do that later. Wedding ring. So, my husband told me forever ago that whenever it was our 10-year anniversary, I would get to upgrade my ring. My ring is absolutely beautiful. I love it. But I'm a gold girly, so he is letting me do that. We've been saving up for this for a while. However, we are not contributing to it out of this check, but we probably will in the next one. So nothing for wedding ring today. Home renovations. We have quite a few projects that we are trying to get done in our home. It's an old house, so with that, just a bunch of cracks and stuff happen. This envelope also needs to be like condensed. Also, when we sell things like on Facebook Marketplace and stuff, all that money goes into here to help get this envelope like thicker. So, but we are also going to be contributing $10. So 50, 70, 80, 90, 1, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86. So 186 in here. That could definitely be condensed down. We'll get to that another day. Planner budgeting supplies. This is new for me. I am not stuffing it today, but I definitely want to start doing this because I do enjoy my planner, and there are some more budgeting supplies that I want to get. So not today, but next time. And then I am not stuffing miscellaneous. So that is it for the fun binder. Okay, so then next is our holiday binder. And this binder was like my very first ever binder. So I still have it. I love the feel of the leather because it's so like flexible. But this is also like a binder that I'm looking to make look like all the others. So if I could get my hands on that black binder, then I will probably switch all these out for that. So this is the Valentine's. This is holidays and seasons. We start off with the very first holiday of the year, and that is Valentine's Day. So I'm pretty sure I am stuffing $10 into all of these. Yeah, so where are these 5s at? Oh, I know what I did. I know what I did. Okay. So I'm gonna do something off camera real quick because I know that I'm gonna need these 10s. And it was family fun and kids that should have gotten 2 5s each instead of a 10. Or no, I think it was the 20. Oh no. Maybe it won't matter. We're just gonna see what happens, okay? Because I also have this $100 bill here, and I don't know. Oh, I do know. Okay, so this $100 bill is supposed to go towards gas, and I don't have the envelope yet. So that's what that is. We'll just leave that right there. Yeah. So Valentine's is gonna be getting $10. So now it has 20, 30, 40. Which I feel like is a good amount. It's Valentine's Day is like in a month. Easter is gonna be getting $10. So now it has 20. Easter, we tend to just make like a really good meal at home. So we all contribute because we'll go over to my parents' house. Mother's Day is going to be getting $10. Now Mother's Day has 20, 25, 30, oh, gosh. 20, 30, 35, 40. $40 for Mother's Day. This could go for our Mother's Day lunch, brunch, or if he wants to get me something small, he could pull from there. We also stuff for Father's Day, and it's getting $10. I keep these envelopes the same. It's just fair. So Father's Day has 20, 30, 35, 40. And, you know, Mother's Day is May, Father's Day is June, right after each other. 4th of July is going to be getting $10. In fact, all of these envelopes are actually going to be getting 10. So 4th of July has $20. We always spend 4th of July in Houston, so that'll go towards that. Halloween is getting 10. Thanksgiving is getting 10. Black Friday is getting 10. Oh my gosh, should I do it again? Yeah. Christmas is getting 10. Oh wait, that was Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve. My first time ever hosting Christmas Eve last year. Absolutely loved it. Hopefully my family will be down for me to host it like every year because I would love to do it. So that's like all the drinks and the food and like a game that I provide, and they bring a game and like some side dishes. So it was a lot of fun. Christmas is getting $10 as well. New Year's Eve, we ended up not going anywhere for New Year's Eve this year because I got like deathly ill. So we'll just save this for next year. It's not like it had a lot anyways, but yeah. So $20, $30, $40 in New Year's Eve. And we'll really be able to like beef it up for this year since like we technically just started cash stuffing in October. And we're trying to get a bunch of things like handled. So it worked out. Spring is gonna be getting $10. Please don't tell me. Oh my gosh. Okay, so spring is gonna be getting $10. Summer is getting 10 as well. And I know I missed like at some point like where the 5s were supposed to go. So I'm just gonna throw these 5s into Summer. Summer, I am trying to get really full because my son goes to a Dallas Cowboys summer football camp. So it won't take all of this, but then he also has a really fun kids camp all summer long that he goes to outside of this football camp. And it's quite expensive, but they go on like 3 trips every week. So I validate it because I want him to have a fun summer. So Summer has 1, 2, 20, 230, 240, 250, 260, 265, 260, oh my God, 270, 275, 276, 277, 278, 279, 280. That was hard. So I know for certain I have enough for the football camp, and then definitely quite a bit left over to go towards the other summer activities. So fall is also getting 10. I'm just gonna throw these 2 5s in here. Winter is going to be getting 10. And that's it for this one. So for some reason, I've got $30. Oh, wait. I think we talked about it. I was going to do that off camera. There was one for $30. I know it. Okay, I'm gonna have to find it because I know I said something about it. I know this is for gas, and this was for, I think, an envelope that I couldn't open. So I don't know, when you're in these videos and stuff and just recording it, you're just trying to make sure that you touch your bases on base like on everything. So I think that was this fun one, in which it wouldn't have been, it was gifts. That's what it was. Gifts was supposed to get 20 though, not 30. I don't know, guys, but this one's getting 20. Gas is getting 100, and that is all of the envelopes that I was actually planning on stuffing. But before we end, I'm gonna go ahead and bring you back to this one. Okay, so I'm gonna bring you back to the one black binder that I have. While I am not stuffing for it, I just kind of wanted to show you guys that this is going to end up being the Savings Challenge binder. I just got this binder off of Amazon for like $10, and then these little inserts, I absolutely love them. So like this front one is one that I made, and I'll go into that in just a second, but I want to show you these. They are like PVC. There's no zipper. They're big enough for bills and savings challenges. So I think like 15 of them came together, and it was also like 10 bucks. So I got that and the binder for like $20, and now I'm utilizing them. So I'll show you how I do that. Star bills. I created this because there's another content creator on here that does this, and I think it is so cool and just makes it more fun, and like you can pay attention to the bills that you're getting. But these are the first 2 bills that I've ever found during the holiday season. One of my clients tipped me in cash, and this was in there. So it's a star bill because of this little star. Hopefully you can see that. So this is a star bill, super cool. I got one on a 20. My very first one ever was actually this $1 bill, but it's just because it has the star, and on other bills, it's usually a letter. So I did my research to figure out why they have a star, because why don't we see them all the time? So in my research, I found that the reason why they have a star is because the original bill that had the letter, there must have been some sort of printing error to it. And so what they do is they throw that one, I guess, out, dispose of it, and then they reprint it and put a star on it. So makes it more rare, but I'm pretty sure these don't really have any higher value than what's marked, unless it's like uncirculated or something, but I haven't done that kind of research. But anytime I find them, I throw them in here. So then now, this challenge was from the Aesthetic Dollar. And so it's just a vellum cash savings. So anytime I have $5 bills left over, I can fill in each one. And by the time I fill in the whole thing, there'll be $260 in here. So this year, I really want to see how many times I can fill this up. And that is this one. Okay. This next one, so since I have ordered from her a couple of times, I did get some paper ones. She throws in freebies. It's so nice. This one is not front and back, but it's a travel vacation savings challenge. You can write, you know, what each plane you want to mean and then what that total will be. So I haven't yet decided on that, but really like having these because I want to buy some savings challenges. I know that I've got like, you know, these 3 in here, but I would really, really like to start doing that. And there's so many people on Etsy that have cute ones. So maybe I'll be able to get a few more savings challenges and make it a little bit more fun than just stuffing for our necessities. This next one was from the Aesthetic Dollar as well. Winter Wonderland, same thing. Each candy cane you can label and what it'll end up being. This one was a double, so she's got this no spin days. It is how quickly can you hit 30 no spin days. That will definitely be a challenge. But we are doing pretty good with our cash stuffing. So I don't know which side I'm going to use yet, but I could use either. And then these other ones, just for now, I wanted to create these little placeholders. They're just on vellum. I didn't laminate them, but you can see that they had like this really pretty checkerboard like in the background. And then whenever I pull it apart, like it's not super dark, but whenever you put it into the envelope, I feel like it just looks really pretty. So in the event I need to take out dollars, you know, like we've seen in some of those envelopes, I can use these. They're thinner than $1 and just use them as placeholders and know that that much has been saved and is probably sitting in one of our high yield savings accounts. So I've got it for the $100, 500, and then 1,000, just in case. And then I did create these a while ago, but realized that I really don't like them. And I don't know what it is. Like $1 is this size, like the bill is this size, but it just looks so skinny. And there's something about it that I don't like grabbing. I don't know, but I didn't have the heart to throw them away because I spent time and money on that. So they're here in the event that I still need to use them. So that is it for the savings binder. And maybe in one of these videos soon, I'll get to show you guys me saving into this. So that is it for this video. Thank you so much for sticking around if you made it this far. And listening to all of my little like mess ups here, especially with the cash. I will figure it out later. That's all I can say. So again, thank you so much for watching this video. Please hit the subscribe button if you'd like to see more cash stuffing videos in the future. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.